In Central Florida, traffic is the norm rather than the exception. Driving from home to work on a Monday morning, traffic. Driving back home on a Friday evening, more traffic. Up and down Interstate 4, the main freeway of the Central Florida area, pockets of slowdowns and stop and go traffic are scattered around. And there's not many other options available that don't waste your time or require tolls. While Florida Department of Transportation has worked on a mega project to innovate I-4 to increase saving capacity, most of the freeway is already knifed down to the point where more lanes won't need to change in traffic. Hence, their express lanes which charge a toll for bypassing the main lanes. The issue with I-4 is that there's no other viable way to get somewhere without paying a toll, something that a lot of people would rather avoid if not possible. Florida is one of the states with the highest numbers of uninsured drivers according to the Consumer Federation of America. They stated in 2009, 23.5% of drivers did not have insurance. This is only 8% behind Mississippi, the highest, with 28% of drivers being uninsured. Combine that with the amount of reckless and aggressive drivers that you'll find out on the interstate and other local roadways, you'll see why a lot of slowdowns are caused by crashing. This video is not sponsored by soda machines. This video is sponsored by the Cruise Bell Schedule, your place to keep track of time and connect with others. Now, there is one set of solutions that has been explored, but poorly implemented so far in Central Florida, and that is public transportation. Buses, light rail, rapid rail, and commuter rail are all forms of public transportation to get around an area without a car. The issue with Florida's public transit systems are that they are not viable enough to be the replacement for the car. For example, Sunrail sometimes has times for stations that are not viable enough for people to use. For example, middays, there may be 2 hours between stop times versus rapid transit in, for example, Atlanta, where there may be 5 minutes between a train. Additionally, Lynx, the bus system used in Central Florida, is severely underfunded and not enough people use it to self-fund, which is why Seminole County is completely abandoning it in favor of Scout, its own government serviced microtransit service for people to get around without using their own car. I did reach out to the district office of the Florida Department of Transportation over email for any of their thoughts on public transportation and the transportation system used in general. And the response from their community outreach specialist, Melania Hand, boiled down to, "We don't handle public transit. However, we are constantly looking for ways to improve mobility and safety. Most of this public transit stuff is handled by the city or county." So, what is FDOT and Central Florida Expressway Authority doing to improve mobility and safety? FDOT is focusing on upgrading and maintaining their system in Central Florida, inverting their I-4 beyond the ultimate route, extending their express lanes north and south beyond the original area, as well as maintaining their other freeways and state routes. CFX, which mainly uses tolls expressways like the 417, 408, and 429 in Orange and Osceola counties, has introduced flex/managed lanes to help guide traffic out of incident lanes where crashes have occurred and to open the shoulder if needed to provide extra capacity. However, it still stands that most Central Floridian residents still rely on cars, Interstate 4, and pushing through traffic with thousands of other people every day, including those pesky tourists. If there was even rapid or light rail transit just for the tourist areas, from the airport down along International Drive, traffic along I-4 south downtown Orlando could be greatly reduced. So, what can you do to help? For starters, you can attend city and county meetings and advocate for increased use and implementation of public transit. You can avoid I-4 and use other roads to help free up traffic out there. You could try out newer microtransit solutions like Scout to help teach others about their effectiveness. Because Central Florida is already a hub for the future. All we have to do is transport ourselves there.